Warning. Warning. The following is intended for mature audiences. It includes references to the use of illicit substances as well as crude humor. Listener discretion is advised. Look at my age lines, you crazy warlocks. I'm Zach Nanimus.
I'm Jonny Dim.
And we're coming to you pre-recorded in HD. Once again, big shout out to everybody who supported the Patreon. None of the changes that we make around here would be possible for you. And this just goes to show, not tooting our own horns here, but we are trying to use any and all contributions to make the show as good as we possibly can.
And that's not to say we don't toot our own horns. We're just not doing it in this instance.
I'm not that flexible. Mm-hmm. Warning. Warning. The following is intended for mature audiences. It includes references to the use of illicit substances as well as crude humor. Listener discretion is advised. I wonder if that's going to get our monetization abilities restricted. Just admitting that it's happening. You know what? We already talked about that in a previous video. If you're curious about our thoughts on it,
the linky's below.
Link right there.
Yeah, right on the thing.
That's not why we're here. That's not why we're here. We're
not
here
today.
We're here because we are gamers, and I discovered, and I think we're starting to get close to the same idea on this one. I believe I discovered the worst game of all time. It is a game that is available for mobile devices, and it is called Unison League. It is a real-time strategy RPG with anime chibi-style art assets set in a fantasy world. But this was a marvel to me.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely stunning, this game.
The Unison League.
Yes, the Unison League. So this is something you told me about a couple of days ago.
Yes.
And you said you introduced it as such. You said, quote, I found the worst game ever.
I stand by that.
Yes. And I don't want to challenge you on that too much. Not at all, because I tried playing this game, and it was absolutely dreadful. For one, I was turned off by the game immediately because the game has like a 10-minute intro and tutorial section, which is appalling. It's the worst.
I feel like there have been some games that you've let slide for that kind of thing.
I have, because the rest of the game is good. You
sure it wasn't because you were $50 into an experience and you weren't sure that it was time to back out just yet?
Well, a $50 or $60 investment into a game will make me sit through at least the tutorial.
Somehow you paying money for it buys them extra time.
It does. It does.
I would want the fun to start even sooner.
Sure.
If I was spending money on it. But go on.
So this game, so the first thing I texted you was even before I was done with the tutorial.
Yes.
What did I say? I said, when does this bullshit stop?
Yes.
Yeah.
I still have the text.
Yeah. They don't go away usually unless you delete them.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, so after that, the game goes into. It just throws you to the wolves, really. Like, it's got the menu.
No. If you read...
If I read it?
Yeah, if you had read everything they said...
Yeah, it was hard to read everything.
You'd know.
Yeah.
I didn't read it. I'm sure that they gave me lots of information about how to link to Facebook and to buy the dragon gems, which each one is worth about 5,000 gold pieces.
Gold pieces can be purchased in the online store.
There you go.
None of those exist.
So for me, the experience was, okay, well, I'm going to do... Because this game, in some ways, does actually remind me of a game we both enjoyed at one point.
Yes. Brave Frontier.
Brave Frontier.
That's what I thought. I thought this was going to be the real-time version of Brave Frontier.
No, what ends up happening is that this game, Unison League, is a caricature of that. In the worst way.
I wouldn't even go that far. Like, okay, getting to gameplay, just first I would suggest you play it. It costs you nothing, and you'll learn how to make a bad game. Any game devs, aspiring game devs, current ones, either learn to never emulate this, or if there are any similarities in the way you develop, stop. So you are in a team of 6. These are not people. However, their stats are generated by real people. They take the avatars and like, oh, here are the stats. Here's the kind of character it is. It will act this way in an AI sequence.
Yeah, it's not real time, no matter what they tell you.
So you get you get 5 real people together. You're the 6th one, and then they all auto attack. And that's how fights go. You don't auto-attack. You've got little medallions down at the bottom. You can click each one to decide which ability you're going to use. Some of them are buffs, some of them are heals, some of them are attacks. And you even get to pick which one you attack.
Some of them are the magical unison attack.
Some of them are the magical unison attack, which is the thing that you have control over. Because if you guys are great enough friends to take out the little blob creatures, then you get a higher unison chance. So anytime you hit the unison chance, you need to see what percentage it is, and then if it's a good percentage, then you're going to do a big attack. If not, then you may do not as great attack. Here's the deal.
The rub, if you will.
You could take them out on your own. There is no challenge to this game, and because everything's attacking all at once, your involvement is unnecessary.
To build on that, that's actually very true, because we experimented with this. We separately experimented with it. I went into a quest line. I think I started with the second quest. So each quest is made up of 3 to 5 different little mini quests, little sections, levels, if you will. So a quest...
By your leave. If you will. You got a lot of that going on.
So in these quests, I started with quest 2. I think I made it to quest 4. What?
Okay. Where were we?
I know where I was.
Okay.
So I started about quest 2 and made it through about quest 4 without ever hitting the button to attack, defend, or anything.
Yes.
So I actually just let it go. I said, quest start, and then my allies were great buddies, by the way, and showed no resentment towards me for not attacking at all, which was very nice of them. They just did all the work. And
yeah.
I just like, all right, cool, whatever.
And like that's like the big problem, is that you have all of these friends ready to do your job for you. Even if your involvement was necessary, even if you were competing with the other characters to be the best character and do the most damage, even if that was the point, you would still be competing against the computer to be the best at the game, instead of the game working against you to provide a challenge.
And so this game, like you said, we pretty much set this up as the worst game ever, and it's pretty much we're proving that point right now. The only positive, even close to positive thing I'll say about this game is that much like a recent, somewhat commercial success then quickly went downhill, No Man's Sky, I do believe, just like that game, I think there are some people maybe out there that may enjoy this type of game. It's a very, very leisurely experience.
I can't imagine it.
It's hard to.
You may as well dial random numbers into your phone.
That sounds like fun.
Because what it is sometimes touching the screen, and it has no effect on what you do.
Yep.
And I think that this more than anything submits what is slowly becoming a unified stance on this channel. Gameplay first.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Because this is a very pretty game. But there's nothing to it. Go give Recore a chance. That looks great.
That does look great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, on that note, I think it's time to say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.